What a year 2025 has been, and it is surely coming to a close. I feel like as I get older, time and time just it seems to just go in the blink of an eye. It's like I feel like the other day it was January 1st, and now it's the end of the year. Um, but I wanted to give my or leave my gratitude for 2025 because it's been such a intense, transformational, beautiful, like adventurous, loving, wild, sad, lonely, just a roller coaster of a ride. But overall, it's been just a blessing, and you can see God's faithfulness all over the year 2025 from January up until this month of December. But I wanted to leave some just remarks for my year. And number one is God's faithfulness. I think for me, no matter what I'm dealing with, whether I'm in a state of joy and just fulfillment or really lonely and feeling like what is next? Like I don't know what is going on in my life and it kind of feels heavy. Um but even those moments I'm reminded and I'm comforted from God that, you know, he's with me, right? The word it says that in the word so many times how much God is with us. I don't know how much, but I'm going to leave it somewhere here of how even in those lonely and dark and just tumultuous, sad times that he's with us. Even right now, he's with us. Um, but he's faithful in it all. And always my pastor always reminds us how important it is and significant it is and imperative it is to always go back to the word and remind yourself of what God says, right? Because the Bible is the living word of God, and it's a book of how we should live our lives, what we should do. um, and that encourages me. It encourages me to know that I'm not alone, that God is with me. He sees me, he hears me, and that he's fighting for me and he's fighting for you too. So I wanted to leave a couple scriptures that declare God's faithfulness. And I have it here. Um, and yeah, let's get into it. The very own Psalm 23, 1 through 4. The Lord is my shepherd. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for he is with me. He's with you, friend. Another one is Psalm 147, 3. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Oh, one of my favorites, Isaiah 49, 15 through 16. I will not forget you. See, I have engraved you on the palm of your hands. You are so loved that God knows your name. He knows how many are on your head. Each tear he collects in a bottle. Like you are so loved by God. There's so many. Oh my gosh. I just want to find the one that I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so good. This hits. Um, I love this one too. Revelation 21, 3 through 4. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning. And that one hits me because this year has been emotional for me. I feel like I've cried a lot. And, that's okay. I think it's important to, let out the way you feel. I mean, God made us to be humans. He made us to have feelings, and everyone deals with their emotions in their own way, and that's a beautiful thing. We're all different. We're all unique. But for me, I know I can be emotional and sensitive sometimes, so I know I this one hits me every time. He'll wipe away every tear. Um and just knowing that there is light at the end of the tunnel and God's faithfulness is just Oh, it's top tier. But I hope that encourages you, friend. I hope that blesses you. You are so loved. There's no one like you. You have purpose. Your life has meaning. Even if you feel like you have nothing to give, that God has a new beginning, a new chapter, a new door waiting for you on the other side. So I just pray that you feel his peace, you feel his comfort, you feel his love, and you know that there's a fresh start, there's a new beginning. 2026 is right around the corner. And I don't know what 2026 holds. None of us do, right? But I have a feeling that it's going to really, truly surprise us in a good way. It's going to be maybe something we don't expect, we don't see coming. And I think that's the beautiful thing about our walk with Christ, right? It's supposed to be an adventure. It's supposed to be exciting. There obviously are moments of like tragedy and sadness and being in the valley, but there's also like the joy of the Lord. There's just love, there's peace, there's faith, there's the fruits of the spirit, right? Like there's just so much excitement, and knowing that like at the end of the day the believer always wins and light always overpowers darkness, friends. So just know that you are loved, you are seen, you have purpose, and God is not finished with you. Love you. That is number one. All right, guys, number two for my gratitude for 2025 is my love for travel and how much it just excites me. Since I was a little girl, I've always been so curious. I love learning about different cultures. I just feel like I've always gravitated to people that never looked like me, spoke a different language. There was just something that I believe that God gave me to love people. And I can say I got to travel to two countries this year. I got to go to Egypt again for my birthday, which was amazing because I got to go to a city I've always wanted to go to. It's called Aswan and it's Lower Egypt. It's like close to the border of Sudan. And there's a people group, um, and they're called the, why am I blanking? Oh my gosh. The the Nubians. Oh my gosh, how could I forget? The Nubians. And it was just so amazing to. So basically, I stayed at a Nubian home and it was amazing. They had like a farm of goats and you know, I was served, me and my parents were always served just breakfast, and we just had the traditional breakfast every morning. You got to connect with the people. It was really nice to see my dad chatting with one of the other Nubian men and just knowing that, yeah, we may be different, we come from different cultures, but we're really all the same. And it was just a great experience to just get immersed. I mean, as you can tell, you can see how like my face is just like lit up, how important it is and how significant it is to surround yourself with people that are from different cultures. There's just something so special about it, right? And another country I got to visit this year was Tunisia, and it is northern Africa, and it's the northernmost African country, and it's right above Italy. Italy sits right above Tunisia. Sorry. But it was a country that's kind of always been on my radar because honestly, I wanted to go back to Morocco, but I I told myself I need to see a new country. Where can I go? And Tunisia kind of it gives a Moroccan vibe, but it doesn't at the same time, right? They're relatively close. Um, but I was just like, why the hell not? So I booked the tickets and I went, and it was just so amazing. I got to see Tunis. I got to stay in Hammamet, which was a coastal city. It was just a laid back vibe. The people were friendly. One thing about Tunisians is that they're so welcoming. They're so friendly. Even if they don't they don't understand you, they're always willing to help. Um, and the last city I got to visit was Sousse, which it was also on the coast and it was a little bit different, but it was still really nice to see. I think the highlight for me was the Medina and the food. The food was obviously so good. Um, but yeah, I just want to encourage you guys how important it is to surround yourself with others from different cultures, different backgrounds, different beliefs, and just know that, yeah, we might be different, right? But we're really all the same. We all bleed the same blood. We all are one at the end of the day. So yeah, travel is at the heart for me. I love it. I'm already looking at the next place I'm going to next year, and I cannot wait to tell you guys soon. I'm not gonna disclose it just yet, but it's definitely an area that I've always been wanting to go, and I can't wait. But I hope this encourages you. Take a step of faith, even if you don't go to that nation, right? You can meet someone, maybe your coworkers from a different country, or maybe your neighbor is. It's so good, and yeah, I recommend it. So that was number 2, travel. I love it. Okay, I'll see you later. And we're back. So number 3 for my gratitude for 2025 is just tapping into those creative outlets that have always been on my mind. For me this year, I told myself I want to learn pottery. So I signed myself up for a hand building class, and that class was so much fun. I learned so much. I got to be around other women that maybe just began, to people that have been doing it for years, and just really get to connect. I think especially in this day and age, it can sometimes feel a little bit lonely, and just being around women, getting to connect, just really finding a community that you feel like, brings you joy, brings you some form of fulfillment, is what we really need in these times. Um, and for me, I've always just been wanting to try the class, and it was a lot of information, and a lot, obviously, very much so hands on, and just learning everything. It was definitely a class that I enjoyed. I finished it, and I'll drop a few pieces that I made. And after that class ended, I recently signed myself up for a wheel class. So basically, learning how to really form the clay on the wheel. And wow, that class, wow, it it was something else. I can say it was really difficult. It was really difficult, but really exciting, because for me, I know one day I want to sell my own plates. I want to sell my own mugs. I want to sell my own bowls. So even though it was a lot for me, and I'm like, can I really handle this? I just was all in this class, and just really learning techniques from my teacher, learning techniques from other students, and just showing up even in times where I'm like, oh, what am I learning this time in class? It's hard, or I don't like the shape of my piece. Just being really intentional, and just being like, you're showing up. And I encourage you to find something that maybe you've had interest in, and just sign yourself up. You never know where it'll take you. You don't know the people you'll come across. You don't know, it could turn into a business. It could change the trajectory of your life. You just never know what that could lead to. So sign up. And another thing for me is more filmmaking. I really want to connect with other filmmakers, really make just really cool, intentional documentaries, and seeing where that takes me. If you know any Atlanta filmmakers, or maybe you're one, please drop a comment in the comment section. I would love to just connect and learn more from others. I think when you're interested in something, it's important to be around people that you want to learn from and you want to grow from. And yeah, so I hope that encourages you. Sign up, do something that you love. You just never know. Okay, my number 4 for my gratitude of 2025 is risk taking. Friends, we have one life to live. God has called us to live an abundant, fruitful life. even though we have our moments where, life gets hard, things may just be like WTF. But lately I've just been feeling in my spirit like your call for more, greater, bigger things. Like it may seem like things are not shifting, but trust me, like in the spirit, something is shifting. Just keep going, like don't give up. And I want to encourage you today, friends, to just take those risks. Whatever has been on your heart, whether maybe it's to start a new business, maybe it's to, you know, open up the ministry, maybe whatever it is, whatever you feel like is on your heart, just do it. Maybe it's to reach out to somebody, because you don't really know what's on the other side, right? Like the thing about risk is there is a risk, right? It either will flop or it'll flip, and it'll flip into something amazing. And now lately, I think before I was just kind of scared to do things, but now I'm like, why the hell not? This is the time. This is the time now. Like this is the youngest we'll ever be. And it's also never too late, no matter what age you are. Just do it, because one day you might be broke. Tomorrow you might win the lottery. Next week you might meet like the business partner that everything just aligns with. You just never know where life takes you. And I think that's the beautiful thing about the life that we live in. I'm happy that this year I got to travel to some amazing places. I got to see just some amazing things. I've also got to meet just beautiful people. And I continuously want to do that every year. I want to like triple, quadruple the amount of places I go to next year. And it's going to happen, like in the name of Jesus. I'm also happy that I've reached out to certain colleagues or just been in places and spaces that maybe I didn't feel like I was qualified. Like, friend, you are qualified. God has so much for you, and just keep going. Like I've felt in my spirit, like God saying, you're not too late. Like, don't give up. Like, keep going. As long as you're putting one foot in front of the other and you're doing the things that I've told you to do, like you've been obedient, like I will take you like and elevate you and put you in places that you can't even imagine, right? Like God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. And you have everything you need. You're not too late. Like God has not forgotten about you. So whatever you feel in your spirit is telling you to do, obey and do it, because friend, you don't know what's on the other side. So I hope this encourages you. I hope this blesses you to take the risk. Don't fear, even though it may come, right? Like we live in a fallen world. It sometimes happens, but with the Almighty God on our side, like who shall we fear? Like we don't have anything to fear. So I hope this blesses you and encourages you. And my number 4 is risk taking. And last but certainly not least, number 5 for my gratitude of 2025 is appreciating the simple things. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be your colleagues, it could be a sibling, it could just be like the simple gift of life. So for me, I'm so thankful and grateful to God for my family. I'm thankful because not everyone is blessed to have loving, kind, appreciating, selfless parents like me and my brother. I love my parents. As I've grown older, they're like my best friends. We do like everything together, from going out to eat to traveling the world to just having just talks about everyday life and the struggles, the ups and downs, the amazing moments, and just thanking God for just the simple gift of life. I'm thankful for my brother. Some people are not fortunate to have a sibling, or maybe they're not close to their sibling. And I'm thankful that I have him. I know I can go to my brother for anything. I know that he's definitely someone that's easy to talk to. He doesn't judge, and he's always there. And I used to think when I was little, I used to always want a sister. Um, But now that I'm older, I'm like, I appreciate my brother. There's just something about having a brother. If you know, you know. And yeah, I love him so much. I'm thankful for the close friendships I have, especially as you get older in life. It's really hard to keep friends. And that's just a normal thing. You know, sometimes people, like, life gets busy. It can be hard to maintain friendships and relationships. And it's a work in progress. It's both parties working together to keep that friendship like reignited. So I'm thankful and blessed to have the friends that I have, thank God, and just the new ones that may pop up because, we're not meant to be alone. Like, we're meant to be in community, we're meant to have friends. Um, and it's good to have friendships. So, thank you. If you know, you know. And I'm so blessed to have you as my friends. I'm thankful just for life, for just health. Like I can just wake up and I can go on a walk, on a run. Like I have a healthy body. I'm thankful that I can see, I can hear, I can taste, I can smell. I'm thankful that all my bones are intact. I'm thankful that I have a roof over my head. I'm thankful that I have clothes on my back, shoes on my feet. I have a phone to use, I have a car to drive, I have a job to go to, just access to clean drinking water. I'm able to take a shower, not only just like a basic shower, but like if I can get some hot water, I can get some hot water. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I've had my moments where it was a cold shower and that sucked. But I'm thankful that, I live where I live and I can take a warm shower, you know. Yeah. And I'm blessed that I have like a church home, a church family. Sometimes like, you know, especially in the Christian faith, you can be persecuted for your faith. So I'm thankful that I can just pick up and I can go to church. We'll have praise nights, we'll have revivals. Like some people don't have just the basic necessities of being like, I can go to church and feel like, okay, I'm safe. I'm thankful that I live in a relatively safe area. I can just be like, I'm going to go on a run or a walk. Some people don't have that. There's just so much to be grateful for. And I feel like I have so many other things to say, but you know, no matter how the year turned out for you, whether, like I said earlier, it was great, it was amazing, it was beautiful, it was everything you expected and more, or if it was just really sad, lonely, like you suffered a lot, it was just like, it was, yeah, it wasn't good. We can always find something to be grateful for, whether it's just a simple breath. Some people can't, some people have like a monitor they have to use to be able to breathe, right? Or just I can walk. Some people can't walk. Some people are in a wheelchair. Um, just food, the simple necessity of food. I was thinking about the hurricane in Jamaica because I have family there and how they're just really suffering there. And, I feel for them. My heart's my heart is for them, but people don't have access to food or light, and that just breaks my heart when I can just. And sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I'll be like, oh, I don't want to eat this. Like you should be grateful that you have like just a meal you can make at home. There's just so much to be thankful for in life. So whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're going through, I encourage you to find at least 5 things you're thankful for, and I hope that my gratitude of 2025 just really encourages you. Keep going. Be thankful that there's more. 2026 is going to be a bang. It's going to surprise us. It's going to be tough. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be all the feels. But have hope, have faith, and trust in God, knowing that if you still have breath in your lungs, you still have a destiny to fulfill, and there's so much on the other side. Love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, wherever you're watching. Love you so much. Thank you so much for your support. Doing doing videos like these always really encourage me, and I love encouraging people. I love just praying for people, lending a hand, whatever I can do. Let me know. Love you guys. Wait. And love you.